Alright, welcome to the stream. See if I can get this started. Just switch this off. Move over here, put some game music on. How's the audio? Can you hear me loud and clear? And can you hear the video game? Hopefully everything is functioning. Haven't streamed for yonks. Haven't streamed for a couple of months. It was not my intention to only stream once every couple of months, but I don't know. Honestly, I've been actually having trouble getting back into a schedule for making content, videos, streaming, and all that. So maybe we can talk about that later in the stream. But how are you doing? Stream's done. Yeah, the stream's finished. It's over. Just kidding. We're about to get started. Welcome everyone back to the stream. Are you excited about Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising? You're a busy guy. The thing is, what's really frustrating is that I am busy, but I've not been producing anything. What's like that? I wish I had like a whiteboard with me right now, but if I could draw the graph, basically, I get more and more busy, and then I also produce more and more, and then it gets to this point where I get so busy that I actually produce like nothing. I just shut down and make nothing. I just feel absolutely incapable of putting a video out. I mean, listen, we'll talk about all that soon, but let's have a swig of water. What's the pre-stream music? Honestly, I can't remember what track it is, but I can find out for you. If I can find the folder, let's see. I think I keep all my music stuff, OBS recording elements. Oh no. No, I don't have the music is somewhere. Oh, but it's baked into it's baked into the movie file, so I can't remember. It's on Dover. It's on Dover, but I can't remember what number. Can't remember the number of the track. But if I remember, I'll let you know. It's not my track. I am proud of the tracks that I have written, but that's not one of them. You forgot to sign up for the pre-access beta. Well, you see, that's how you become a cool kid. You gotta sign up. But even then, I mean, as you've probably seen with the Tekken closed network beta, even if you signed up, there was a chance that you didn't, you wouldn't get into it. So, which character am I gonna try out? Oh, I mean, I should start with Jita just so I can do a fair comparison between what I know already and the new version of the game. But there's so much stuff I want to try. I mean, I would be happy to try any of the characters, to be quite honest. And speaking of things that I want to try, I originally thought I would play on this today. This is the... basically, I am going to play on this today. It's the Snackbox Micro. I've already got a video about this, which you've hopefully seen already. But since simple inputs are going to be such an important deal in this game, I really want to see how it feels to play on a pad controller. So I've got the Victrix BFG ready, just in case. But then again, maybe I should try it just on DualSense as well. The new character, that's right, there's a new character called Siegfried as well. I want to check him out. I can't keep up with the Granblue titles. I don't even know if it was a manga, anime, or a game first. Fair enough, and actually I think that's kind of the strategy, is to bombard you with so many elements that you don't even know what came first, because it doesn't really matter. I am pretty sure, though, that Granblue Fantasy, the mobile game, came first. And it's still going strong. It's a very, very, very popular game. Can we expect a new 8-bit Do PC stick review? I hope so. Is there a PC version? I know there's like an Xbox version. Is there like a What would a PC version even be? Would it be like PC and Switch only or something? Surely that's what the Switch version is. Do you mean the Xbox version? I think you might mean the Xbox version. It had a lot of Koto in it. Oh, wait. If you're talking about the pre-stream music, I think basically the pre-stream music on my stream, the first 5 minutes are a track from Dover, and then the last minute and a half is music that I wrote. Sorry, I lied to you. I did write the music, but only half of it. The first half of that music on the stream intro is not mine. Oh, Also, Grand Jita as a new super, so I want to see that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me know what it is you guys want to see specifically, and I will try and make sure that I get to it, because I understand that some of you won't have access to the pre-access beta. I said access twice in the same sentence. Saying the same word twice in the same sentence is always going to be kind of stressful to me. What do you guys think of this arrangement? Can you hear this music? Like you can tell that it was recorded with a small orchestra, and I like it. I like it. It's got that orchestral feel, but it's not the Marvel soundtrack orchestra. It's the cozy. You can hear the individual strings of the. It's like a studio orchestra, and you can hear the trumpet in the studio. It has a real studio, like a small studio sound to it. I like it. I don't think everyone would like it, but you wouldn't, in a way, you don't want an overly concert hall sound when you record for a video game because it's too echoey. It would kind of not be, it wouldn't feel tight enough, especially as this track has a lot of guitar in it. This, I think I've never heard this arrangement of this track before. It's great. I should stop talking so that you can hear it. Anata no ie o chikaku no jimato no game center wa arimasu ka? Do you have a game center near your home? I did. Actually, I do. I do have a game center nearby, but fighting games are not really the focus. Gundam, we have a Gundam machine. Like the Gundam Extreme Versus series. Music is definitely rising. Yeah, I don't know if this is the main menu music, but I think it might be. Anyway, do you guys want to see the main menu? This is, sorry, there's a little blue square in the middle. That's my overlay for my controller later. But should we check this out? Hold on a second. So this is the main menu for the game. I don't actually know. It won't let me choose. Oh, okay. To choose the top options, you use the L and R buttons. I need a tissue. Excuse me. Show of hands. Give me the hand emoji in chat if you've played Granblue Fantasy Versus before. The fighting game. Paradise Lust. That's what it should have been called. Instead of, I think, wait. Maybe it is called Paradise Lust. I don't think that is what it's called though. Okay, we can go into the options. We've got system settings. My network region is set to Japan for now. My display name... wait, I think I set my display name, but for some reason it hasn't come up. That's fine. Button display, PlayStation, that's good. Character design, original. Granblue Fantasy Versus. I think we want original, right? I think we want original. I'll leave it on default. I'll leave everything on default for now. Battle settings. Skip animations. What? No. Finish background music for the Super Skybound art. Sound and language settings. Display language. English, that's fine. License, community, profile. Essentially, what we have to do is just go straight online. But there was a place that said that you could learn how to play the game. Should we try this? Yeah, I think they still haven't actually declared what's going on with the whether it's an upgrade or whether it's a new game, but I think it's a new game. Oh, sweet, look at all these hands in the chat. Yeah, I should ask people to do that more often. Oh, what? It just links you to the website. Okay, fine. Well, if anyone is curious, they had a video on their official YouTube page telling you how to play the game. Unfortunately, I didn't watch it. So I have no idea what's going on. Don't know what the button layout is. Let's get the snack. Let's get the snacks in place. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna jump straight in. Unfortunately, I thought that there would be some sort of tutorial mode available, but there is not. Sadly, it's just jump straight into casual matches. So this is gonna be a bloodbath. They confirmed it. It's a new game. Oh, Oh, queet. Oh, sweet, thanks. Before we begin, let's find out what the buttons are. System settings? Button configuration. Okay, so light attack, medium attack, heavy attack, unique action, skill, block, throw, dash. Okay, so I've got a dash button. I feel like I want that to be closer. Oh man. What am I gonna do with the buttons? I don't know what to do with the buttons. Okay, hang on a second. Block. Is block gonna be an important button? Do I need the block button? Oh god, I do need the block button. Okay. Okay, how about this? Let's go for L1. Oh, it will be dash. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I'm starting to feel like I should play... Oh, by the way, I'm gonna switch technical commands off. Yeah. We are going to embrace the simple inputs. I'm gonna call this type A. Sure. No, don't go to the title screen. Alright, you guys ready for this bloodbath to begin? They said you can play the NPC when the servers are down. Oh, sadly the servers... Can't believe I'm saying this. Sadly the servers are not down. I'm gonna go on to I have little experience. I mean, to be fair, I think compared to the average person in Japan, I think I count as of little experience. No matter how good I get at these games, I always still end up in beginner brackets and stuff anyway, so whatever. Can I choose my color? What color do we have for her? Oh, what? You're kidding. I don't have my color. Okay. Pink will have to do. Oh, you can fight with the fish! If you guys were curious about the various weapons that are available. Technical commands off. I'm just gonna go with... Oh wait, oh no, I like this. The Sword of Bahamut Koda. What else would you like to hear in my epic voice? Technical commands off. Yeah, get that crap out of here. Queue up. I'm scared. Are you guys scared? I'm scared. You like the new UI? It's super slick, isn't it? It feels very futuristic. It feels like if a mobile game interface was done well. Like if mobile game interfaces are usually really cluttered with junk, stuff for you to like buy. But this is like a mobile interface without the clutter and the junk. All right, guys, I'm going online. Wish me luck. I have no idea what the new commands does. Oh god, I know that there's a dash button. I'm gonna test the dash button. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Oh, I said simple inputs, but I actually didn't think about what any of the buttons are. Do you still hold down light, medium, and heavy to choose which version of the special you do? God, what's a fireball? Do I just press it once? That's not it. Help! Wait, did I... Help, okay, hold on. Okay, no, my buttons are correct. What is my... Wait. Oh. No! Oh, do you have to? Oh, you have to hold down. Okay. Can't play this game. Everything looks shiny. Have you guys seen? There's a backlight on everything. Oh, there we go. I found it. Okay. Whoops. That's a DP. Oh, pressing multiple buttons at the same time is kind of stressful. Okay, we got this. Help me! What was that? Wait, how do you do that? Do we still have overheads if you press medium and heavy? Maybe? What was that? What if I press all three buttons at the same time? Nope? Nothing? Unique action. Unique action. Okay, can still do the thing. Well, if in doubt, just standing 5C. Our motion's still in the game. Not right now, because I turned him off. He doesn't want a rematch. Okay, fine. Well, I did put myself on beginner, which was perhaps a little bit mean. They add high and low Gatling combos. Really? So if I hold crouch, can I do a crouching combo? Yeah, so they've got these... Oh, so I guess they're not called backlights, they're called edge lights. Did you guys see the edge lighting on that stage? Everyone looked really shiny.
Here begins Fate's episode.
Wait in free training? What? What? Really? I didn't see that. Wait in free training. So the cooldowns are the same now? I think they are. That's what I read. Well, that was rude. Unfortunately, we still have vocal music. They didn't remove that. Yeah, okay, we don't need to hear the full speech. Whoops. There we go. Alright. That was an accident. Actually, you know what? Simple controls kind of feel weird on a snack box. I feel like this would be easier on a... Oh god, I tried to do a technical motion. Wait, is that not an auto combo? That'll do. Okay, how do I do my supers? Do I just press like 2 buttons at the same time? No? Whoa! Whoa! What did I do? Okay, I pressed unique skill. I think I pressed unique action and skill and forward at the same time. So you get like an EX plus move, I guess. Ouch. Tried to do that low. You guys said I could do a low combo, but I don't see it. I don't hear it. I don't see it. Oh, I forgot. You can finish. So you can finish your combos with like by pressing something else, right? There we go. Yeah. So if you press forward at the end, you get like a low, like that, or. What was the other one? Was it, do you press backwards? Unlucky. Yeah, they added EX moves. EX plus. I'm gonna call them EX plus. Sorry if I'm shouting, by the way. I have the music up really high because it sounds so good. Look at this lighting! Oh, guys, I'm still on the old firmware. I've got down plus up equals jump. Wait a minute. Is that correct? Why is it still set to that? I'm not tournament legal. What? Wait, how do I do my... Oh, the DP wasn't ready? There we go. Okay. So weird. Like, my muscle memory is just really screwing with my mind right now. Okay, how about this dash button? Can you dash back? Okay, so holding back and dash does not do a back dash, as I was hoping it would. Well, that's crazy that it says rollback frames now. So if you just hold down the run button, they do actually run. How do I do a super? Someone tell me how to do a super. The corner wall effect's kind of odd. Oh yeah, that is weird. I hadn't seen that before. What? What was that? That's not what I thought was going to happen. Oh, it's because, okay, so I thought you had to press the heavy button, unique button, and skill button at the same time to do the EX plus moves. You just had to press unique and skill at the same time. I like the corner wall. I think it makes it look more anime. For example, pressing special and the medium button at the same time is just not easy because I have to like make my finger flat. Here we go. Yes! It's a very cool looking move. QCF. What? So I have to do a technical motion to do this to do specials? The supers? No, I don't think so. Or maybe I just did the wrong one. The high lows come out of the dashes. Oh. So hang on a second. If okay, tapping forward is the same. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced that simple inputs are actually easier. Can I still do that spinny jumping sword move? Yeah. Dodge this. Okay, input 236U. Oh, what? I thought they got rid of technical inputs entirely. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, it didn't work anyway. Somehow I screwed up the input. I think I might switch to pad. I think this might actually be easier on pad. Do you think the 8-bit DOS sticks a good starting point for someone new to sticks? I don't think I'm a fan of the keyboard or leverless inputs. 8-bit DOS? Well, my question to you is why? Why do you want that stick anyway? Do you want it just because it looks like a Nintendo product because it's got like it's got red buttons? The reason I ask is because if you're gonna play in a tournament or you're gonna play on a PlayStation, don't think there is a PlayStation version of the 8-bit DOS stick yet. So you're gonna have to consider that. But also, in the video that I made for the 8-bit DOS stick, the parts feel nice, but it's not centered like most other sticks. They put all of the controls in the center of the stick. When you play on the 8-bit DOS, your left hand is quite a bit off to the left side, and you might like that. How do I do the sweep again? There it is. Okay. This is hard, man. Simple inputs is definitely a challenge for me right now. In the tutorial it says press L1 and R1 for the SBA. Oh, okay. L1 and R1. Okay, I can do that. But I think I may have screwed it up. Because now I've got... R1 for me is circle. So I think what I need to do is press... I don't know. These two? No? No? I'm gonna switch over to pad after this. This is way too confusing for me, playing on a snack box and not using technical inputs. Alright, let's charge this up. Well, it worked. Whoops. I jumped. You're gonna hop in and figure it out? Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of... I mean, I suppose people who signed up for the pre-access beta should have looked it up. I did, I watched the video and I just can't remember one single thing. Well, let's be systematic about this. Dodge this! Oh no, he dodged it. Okay. Maybe I'll do one more. Maybe I'll do one more on Sniper. I don't want to give up too easily. I think maybe my button layout is bad as well. I'm gonna change my button layout. Hold on, wait and free training. Hold on, let's cancel the queue first. You were right. Okay. System settings, button layout. This layout is bad. Because holding down the medium button while pressing special is just not working. Restore the defaults. So you're saying that... Okay, so L1 and R1 is what you normally press to do SBA, if that's what you're saying, right? Which means it's skill and throw. Okay, well that's confusing. Let's try this again then. Let's use... Okay, if I use the normal layout, light attack, medium attack, heavy attack, unique action, and then I can use my ring finger. Should I give you a better look at this? I can use my ring finger. I'll use like light, medium, heavy. I use my ring finger for skill, block, dash, and then I'll change this because I don't like this. Dash, throw. So essentially I have to get used to pressing my skill button up here and unique action down here. Does that make sense? But that makes sense. Look, I can hold down this button and press. I can modify. Or do I want to do it? No, I don't want to do it with my thumb because I want my thumb for jumping. Okay. I'll use the almost pad controls, except that I've switched throw and dash. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can get into training mode without getting a match. Could I just not accept matches? Does that work? Let's try this. Maybe I can just not accept matches. Yeah, I think this might work. So L1 and R1 is normal super, and R1 L1X skybound super. That's confusing. Okay, so let's just try this. First of all, what? Oh no, the buttons are different now. So if I press unique action and skill, that does my special EX version, which takes 50% of gauge. Oh no, it's automatic. Unlucky. See, I got a good 20 seconds to practice there. Well, this is going to be a bloodbath. Whoops! Oh, I pressed the wrong. I'm pressing. Okay. The modifiers are different. Whoops! That was the wrong button. Okay, Super Sky Burnout. What do I press again? L1 and R1, which is... L1 is what? Let's just press some random buttons. If I just press a random button, maybe something will happen. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Nope. Okay, R1 is skill, and L1 is throw. So maybe it's these two buttons. I'll try it. Or R1 and throw. I'll just try that. I'll try doing it manually. Oh no, but now I've got no gauge. Oh, goodness me. The gauge it's interesting how it's so weird that the gauge refills instantly. Basically there is no cooldown on this move. EX? Okay, cooldown is much bigger on the EX. Is this game standalone or buying GB Versus enough? I think buying GB Versus is a different game. This is going to be like, it's like a sequel. Oh gosh, pressing the wrong button. I keep thinking I've got my mind wired for ABC across the top. What? He doesn't want to play? Who are these people? This feels awful. This layout's bad. How about... I don't think I like any of these layouts. You know what? Oh, it's too late. After this match, I'm switching. I'm switching to pad. For simple inputs, this is not a this leverless is not working out. There's a discount if you have the original version. Really? That's nice. Skill, throw, unique. We shall see. Why are these intros so long? Rising sword. Is that what she says? EXDP. So when can I do those skill and unique button attacks? Do you have to be? Does it have to? Oh, can you only do them? Oh, you can only do them when you're under 30. No. Why is my gauge never blue? I don't really know how to make it blue. Well, if I actually start to use my brain, it's a little easier, I suppose. She must DP, as any Ken would. She is Ken in disguise. Completely different game, and here I am, still playing as Ken. Get those reactions. In fairness, I always did the civil engine for that, anyway. What was that? What is that? Ouch. Whoops. What move does what? Okay, this is my swipe, but this is back and special. What is there a down special? No, there isn't. There's a forward special, and then there's just special. What's the other move? What is the other? Oh no, there is a down special move. What does it do? Oh, they're the same. Oh no, they're not. No, they're not the same.
Player 1, win.
Excuse me.
Battle 3, engage.
Keep thinking that's my heavy punch button. No, that's the wrong button. Okay, how do I do the super? How do I do the super? There we go. Oh no, I missed it. Their action's not as good as I thought they were. Here we go. That'll do. So, I don't know what the command is supposed to be for Skybound art, but I did skill A-U. Does that make sense? Did unique and light for the throw and skill.
Battle 1, engage.
It might work as just ABC as well, actually. Because there's two ways to throw in this game. This person's trying to frame trap. Maybe. Or maybe they don't know. I feel like there's a big delay in my input there. Oh, I forgot that I can charge that fireball up. Howdy.
Player 2,
Medium plus heavy does guard break attack.
battle
Do we still have our standing overhead attacks? Medium and heavy isn't doing the attack. You said. Ouch. EXDP, come on. Can I do a Skybound art now? I've got 92%. Is that enough? No. What? Where, it didn't work. What? That was the I swear that was the command I did to do SBA before. Do I have to press forward?
Player 1, win.
I'm gonna open up the website
Battle 3, engage.
and I'm gonna read the tutorial at the same time. Let's try and do SBA again. There we go. Yeah, so it was what I don't understand it. Why I don't understand why it didn't work last time. What? Dash. Try the dash button. It's just in my muscle memory to double tap forward instead of pressing a dash button, so I'm just not used to it. I would put the dash button down here, but I need it. I need all of these buttons in this area for actual attacks. But I would quite like to have the dash button here. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's set it to pad control. Get me out, help. Queue status. Matchmaking options. Oh dear. There's no way to get me out of this. Main menu. Queue status. Cancel. Okay. We're gonna switch to pad now. I can't handle leverless with this. That was quite a shock. How much more difficult this game is. Because I never played it really with a lot of special with simple inputs. You always could play with simple inputs, but there's just significantly more of them now. What the heck? Guard break, you need 25. What's guard break? Oh, thanks for reminding me. I need to open up the website so I can figure out. GB versus Rising. Maybe I should just watch the YouTube video. Okay. Online beta test. Ultimate skill, dash attack, raging strike. These are ads though. I need like an actual tutorial. If I go on YouTube, GB versus Rising, GB versus official. Maybe it's just Granblue official. I can't remember the name of the site. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's turn the audio off. While dashing, press any of the attack buttons. Okay, well first of all, let's get this pad plugged in. Go into PS5 mode. Unplug my snack machine. Oh, I love this arrangement of this track. I mean, it's kind of dull that it's the same tune, but I don't mind. Alright, we're in. So, you can see, well, it's a lot smaller now. I've got my pad. Gonna zoom in. Just wind my clothing out of the way. Okay. Let's go into the options and let's put it on default. Let's see if I like these default controls. So now L1 is throw, L2 is dash. Ew. Skill is R1 and R2 is block. Okay, I think I can handle that. Let's go online. Let's see if we can. Weight versus CPU? No. Weight and free training. The more shortcuts, the better. Well, I do have back buttons on this controller. I don't know if that's tournament legal, but... Well, let's put someone else on stage. How about... Who do you want to see? You want to see the new character? Siegfried.
Siegfried.
I don't think there's 3 ways to throw. I think there's 2. I wonder if the next character will have a whip sword. Well, I mean, I was gonna say Frieza. What's the name of the girl with the whip? It starts with an F, I'm sure. Okay, so hang on. Oh, come on!
Here begins
I didn't have any time.
Gita versus
I assume you can still do the moves when you hold down the block button and press left and right, like the evade. Should we try it?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
So block. Yeah. Okay, I can still evade. I can still. What was that? This game's completely different now. I have no idea what's going on. Ouch. Alright, let's do some special moves. Whoa! What's that? I think I may have done a technical input. Ouch. Okay. Oh, that was the guard break attack. How did I do? How did I do it? Fairy. Her name is Fairy. I knew it was a bizarre name that I couldn't remember. Fairy. I believe a ferry is an old wooden ship. So when you just press the special button, what version of the move does it do? Does it do the medium version? Or the light version? Yeah, pad makes much more sense for a game that's using simple inputs. Because the thing with simple inputs is that they're not simple. They're shorter, but in fact they're quite complicated because you have to press multiple buttons at the same time. And to do that, you need a pad. That move's definitely not satisfying to do now that it's one button. Well, two buttons. Guard break, medium and heavy. Oh, okay, it's medium and heavy at 25% meter. Do it again after it hits to get a follow that leads to a free combo. Okay, thanks. Ouch. I'm just gonna trip this person up. Over and over and over again. Nope, didn't work. Now I'm gonna jump in, throw, run up, block, trip, jump. Oh no! EXDP. Okay, I've got 100% gauge now. So guard break. Let's try the guard break. Did it? Cool. And it did hit. Wait, so with guard break, what? Even if they're blocking, it goes through? I thought you were supposed to like lose those counters, those blue counters at the top of the screen. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading the tutorial. Oh, dash attacks. Keep forgetting about dash attacks. Oh, interesting. Does it work if just... Yeah, it was just a normal dash. Whoa, cool! I was dashing and then letting go of dash to do the attack, but that's not a dash attack. What? That looks cool. Yeah, this is it. Oh, he's had enough. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do my Skybound art. What? What? How do I do? It's just L1 and R1, right? There we go. I don't understand. I feel like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. To make sure that it comes out, what I'm doing actually, or what I think I did just now, was I was holding down L1 before I pressed R1. I feel like maybe that's a safer way to make sure it comes out. Not sure how I feel about pressing R2 to dash. It's kind of stressful. Oh, I'm gonna get used to it. Let's do it again. I couldn't do it. See, that time I was trying desperately to press L1 and R1. I definitely had under 30% health. Why would you ever use technical inputs when there's no benefit? Well, I mean, there's a million reasons. It's more fun. I mean, this does not feel like Granblue now that I'm not using technical inputs. It feels like Smash Bros without platforms. That's what it feels like. I feels like I've chosen Ken versus Ryu on Super Smash Bros. But even in Smash Bros they have technical inputs, come to think of it. Okay. I'm trying really hard to do it. I ran straight into it. Now this feels way better on a pad controller. Don't play this game on a stick or leverless. You're just gonna run out of fingers. Okay, hold on. Let's do these dash attacks. So, what is this? What's good about this attack? This is low. This is. If I hold down... Oh, you don't have to press forward, you just press dash. What? I thought you had to press forward and the dash button. You just press the dash button. Well, that's completely different. Hello, who's this guy? Eustace. Well, that changes the game entirely. Took me long enough to figure it out, huh? Okay, watch this. Ouch. No, he's doing the same thing. Wow, what is the animation? Interesting. This guy looks like he walked straight out of Twitter. Guy with hair covering his face and cat ears. It's like he's a Twitter profile pic. And now a lot of you are probably getting self-conscious to be like, oh crap, I'm an anime guy with cat ears. He's gonna insult me next. Brought a sword to a gunfight. Yeah, but I've got fireballs, and they're probably better than his. Okay, here we go. There we go. They sped this animation up. Why did that kill? Why did that kill? That was really unsatisfying. What? Desperately trying to figure out what my move, what I'm doing. Here we go. And also, I think I haven't played GB Versus on pad since it came out in 2020? I'm trying to go through these fireballs, but it's not working. This game looks underwhelming. What? What? What looks underwhelming about it? How can you... Are we looking at the same game? What? Oh no, we didn't want to play again. I mean, I'm not trying to be like... I'm not trying to joke or anything, but... What could possibly... What could possibly count as underwhelming about the visuals in this game? In my opinion, this is the best looking fighting game that has ever come out. I think it looks better than Strive. I think it looks better than Street Fighter 6. It looks better than the original Granblue Fantasy Versus. What is it? It just looks not very smooth and very indie. I'm not a fan in all honesty. Okay, that's fine, but you have to back it up. I mean, I'm totally ready to agree with you if you can back it up. But what about it doesn't look smooth? Oh, is it because it's anime in style? I mean, the animations are designed to look at like things like the hair moving around. Like that's animating. Those wings are moving at 8 frames per second because that's limited animation. That's what anime style is. But that's not like that doesn't affect the movement of the characters. Wow, this connection is a disaster. What is happening here? Why are the rollback frames changing? When I watch it, it looks like 2016. What? Yeah, but what looks like 2016? Do you mean like a 2016 anime, or like a 2016 fighting game? Yeah, I name an indie fighting game that looks like this. I'm not trying to start a war or anything. Like, I just think if you're gonna make a statement like it looks underwhelming, like it has to be backed up, because it's too easy to look at anything and just go, ah, it looks rubbish, or it doesn't look good. Not good enough for 2023. Like a 2016 fighting game. I can't see it. I can't see where you're coming from. This looks like an anime came to life, more than Strive. I know that Strive uses like various graphical techniques that they didn't even have ready for Granblue Fantasy, but I still think that style-wise, I mean, look at the way they've painted these backgrounds. They've layered them perfectly so that it always looks like a 2D piece of illustration, even though it's 3D. It's phenomenal what they've done. It just looks gross. I don't like it. Okay, well, I think we've established that you don't have much of a justification. But I think it's fine that you have a personal preference, though. There's nothing wrong with having a personal preference. If you don't like it, that's fine. Because, for example, you know, everybody loves Strive, but I'm constantly talking about how Strive just doesn't do it for me, and people must be thinking like, how can you say that? Strive is the best looking game of all time, and to me it just doesn't. What was that? He has like a flashback to his memories of his friends or something. So anyway, I think it's totally fine if you have a personal preference. That's totally fine. I don't think underwhelming is a justifiable word if it's just a personal preference, though. I think what I find weird about simple inputs is that I have to go from tapping a button to holding it down as the modifier and then tapping the skill button. I'm just not used to it. I mean, I will get used to it, but... What about it do you like? Because what you described isn't anything special or innovative. Well, I disagree. I think the techniques used in the backgrounds and the characters in this game did not exist in 2016. There was very little that... Because this is using techniques from Guilty Gear Xrd, which I suppose did come out around that time, but it just massively improves on what they did in Xrd. Maybe not specifically technically, but because of the way that the Granblue art style works. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to start a war. I just don't think that underwhelming is a term that I agree with when describing this game. I don't think that's accurate. Personally. But then again, who knows, maybe that just counts as my personal preference. I haven't figured out how to do a proper combo yet. Well, that's an overhead. Well, now we know. So you agree that it looks like an old game when you compare it to Xrd? No, I admit that it is using an art style that was introduced. An art style, an engine is using something that was introduced fairly early. Xrd introduced the whole half, 2.5D look for sure. But that doesn't mean that the game looks underwhelming. I'm overwhelmed by what I'm seeing. There are visual upgrades, there are special effects, there's magic effects, the supers are different. All these effects, like when you do these, like this guard break thing, which I can't actually do successfully, like flashes and flares in all the right places, mixtures of 2D swipe things, but they're actually done in 3D. These transparencies on the intro. I'm not gonna say it looks better than any game I've ever seen, but I don't think the word is. I can't agree with underwhelming. Definitely not underwhelming. The game looks amazing. It's got effects all over the place, and not like unnecessarily. Like they all relate to actual things that are happening on screen. And they're functional as well. Like this guard break thing is purple. If I do my whatever it is, the unique skill button at the same time, that's blue and purple. These various magic effects are like red depending on the element of the character. There's like fire attacks and ice attacks. I think no, it's true. We do just have different opinions. I definitely disagree that it's underwhelming though. I'm the opposite. I'm in awe. I think it's beautiful. And I think we're really lucky that we're getting another Granblue Versus game, because they could have given up. They could have been like, yeah, okay, so fighting games weren't for us. But instead they were like, they went back and they're like, how can we make this more popular, more successful than before? And the main one, to be honest, what's really frustrating about Granblue Fantasy Rising is that I think we just wanted the old game but with rollback. I don't think we really wanted the game to change. So in a way, like, I understand why they did it. They're like, okay, we need to sell 10 times as many copies of this if we're gonna actually justify making a new game. But I think as fans, those of us who played GB Versus, we're just like, why did it have to change? Why couldn't it just be the exact same game but with rollback? I don't know. I mean, I don't speak for everyone. I can't do the dash attacks anymore. My dash attacks don't work. Do you have, oh, do you... Oh, you have to be pressing forward when you do... Okay, so... It's taken me a long time to get here. So basically, dash is one button, but dash attack is a direction and the button.
Here begins fate's
So you can start the dash by holding L2. But to do a dash attack, you don't just hold L2 and then press an attack. You have to do L2, direction, and attack. See, this is the stack, the part of the stack that confuses me. In a simple input game, like we said earlier, you know, it's not really that it's simple, it's just a different type of complexity in a way. How do we hide a number of different moves with a limited number of buttons? And the way they do it is to layer up the buttons, which means that you just need a ton of buttons that you can press at the same time. There's so much stuff that's actually kind of more confusing. You can't hold down back and press a button or something, because, for example, I was trying to block and then send these fireballs out, because why not? I'll block and then I'll just send out fireballs, but you have to let go of block if you want to send out the fireball, because if you don't, you activate one of the other simple input moves. Whoops. Whoops. Where does this guy have time to learn combos? Maybe he played the original game. Needs more counter! You did say it's the best looking fighting game earlier. Did I just say it's not? When did I say it's not? No, I stand by... Wait. When did I say it's not? I must have said something stupid. No, I stand by what I said the first time, which is, I do think this is the best looking game. I think. Then again, yeah, if you're not really into the anime look, then I suppose maybe it's not very impressive to see moving anime, because anime already looks like it's moving. As a fighting game fan, it's rare to see such visuals. DNF was pretty good looking. I don't know, I feel like DNF, the color schemes or something were just not, they didn't blend with this 2.5D look as strongly as this does. game doesn't have VSync? That's interesting. This is seemingly the most complex simple controls. Yeah, this is simple controls, but actually it's really complex. But complex in a different way, you know? This is complex in a way that casual fans actually probably don't mind. Dexterity, this is complexity that doesn't require dexterity. If you're playing on an arcade stick or pad in Street Fighter with classic controls, then you need... Oh, can you do the L1, R1 thing? I swear that never works for me. If you're playing complex classic controls in original Street Fighter games, that requires dexterity. You know, being able to roll your thumb to do a fireball, that can be just, you know, some people can try doing that for years and never really get to it because they're just, I mean, I don't want to insult them, but it takes a certain amount of patience. You should be able to do it in one day. If you can't do it after a few years still, then I don't think it's really the fault of the game. But that's, you know, I digress. That's a different argument. But this is complexity in a form that doesn't require dexterous fingers. This is complexity in terms of how much can you remember? How much can you avoid pressing by accident? For example, I like to hold down back because that is, even in this game, still a way to block. You can hold down this button, but nope. Sorry, got absorbed into the battle. What was I saying? This is the kind of complexity that I actually find really difficult, and I'm willing to bet that quite a lot of other fighting game players also find this type of complexity difficult, which is just memorizing button combinations, because they seem so similar. You know, a quarter circle back and a button is a system. A quarter circle forward and some other buttons is a system. But when it's just button A and special, button B and special, or button C and special, or button U and S and A, or button U and S and C, or button L1 and L2 and C, or button L2 and forward and C. It's like, can you see, like, we're doing the same number of moves, but the technical inputs kind of make it easier to remember which one is which. But again, this is day one. I'm sure that all of this will be trivial after I've figured it out. These are just initial impressions for someone who traditionally doesn't play simple inputs. What? Can't punish a DP with a DP? Yeah, I just wasn't pressing it fast enough. What was that? What did I even do? I'm not having much luck with this guard break thing. Does double tap forward still work for run? Yes, it does. In which case, in a way, double tap forward for run, if you've got the time to do it and you don't mind that small gap when you're going to be neutral, well, actually it doesn't really matter, then it might be easier to do dash attacks because you're already holding forward. I'm just trying to do these dash attacks now. Let's try it again. Whoa! Still not 100% clear when to do the first dash attack. What was that? It's like cramming MMO keyboard controls into a gamepad. That's not a bad analogy. That's not a bad analogy.
Believe
I
in
like that,
victory.
thanks.
Battle 1. Engage.
Remembering the combos for Tekken. Yeah, again, that's another form of complexity. That's like a time-based one. You know what I mean? It's like instead of stacking buttons up that you press on at the same time, Tekken combos are like sequences, and I can't remember the sequences. And to me, the buttons are very, very similar. It's like, what's the difference between a left punch and a right punch? That it kind of makes no difference to me. It's like, this is the move done with the right punch, and this is the move done with the left punch. But at least with a game like Granblue, I'm thinking of it more like, this is the attack with the light version. This is the same attack, but it's the medium version. You know, I'm thinking of them as like light, medium, heavy attacks. And same with Street Fighter, that you got a punch and a kick. But, you know, they have different ranges, and they got different strengths. But with Tekken, it's just like, you've got to press down, forward, and the right punch, forward by a quick forward step into the left kick, and then the left and right punches at the same time, and then the left and the right kicks at the same time, then down, back, left kick, forward by down, forward, right kick. I don't know, it's just, I've forgotten everything that I learned.
Battle 2.
Again,
Engage.
I don't play a lot of Tekken, so I do understand that maybe it's trivial after a while, after you've actually learned how to play the game. Let's just do some fireballs, shall we? Has this person's outfit changed? I feel like this person's outfit was different at the start of the Well, you're basically relearning how to play a fighter. Yeah, that's true. Yikes! This person's face is scary. Don't want to see it.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Say, for example, like, even there, it's like, I know that the button for fireball is to stand still. It's like, you're it's so different. Gotta be so much more disciplined with whether you're autopiloting to hold back for block. Because, you know, like, it's safer to be blocking than to be doing nothing. I mean, that's not always the case, but, you know, what's happening for me is, like, I'm constantly holding back, and then I'm forgetting to let go of back while I do these attacks. It's not necessarily simpler. It ain't necessarily soon. Alright, watch this. What was that? Came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting to have a Pokemon.
Player 1. Win. Battle 2. Engage.
So I'm just checking my studio page. Seems to be really delayed. Showing something completely different. Floating seaweed, is that what that is? Okay, no, my screen is fixed now. Good. Okay, there are some things I've gone AFK. Okay, I'm back. Let's do these dash attacks again. I really hope this game does well. One, I'd like to see like new audiences come to fighting games. I mean, I think there are plenty of already coming to fighting games thanks to Street Fighter 6 and Tekken's coming out, and the League of Legends fighting game is clearly getting closer to release. But I think anime fans especially, you know, the ones that, you know, they just want to watch anime. They play mobile games because they just want a game that involves anime characters. I don't know, I think that contingent, there's still plenty of people who would enjoy more fighting games if they got into them. Reactions! Oops, didn't punish. Let's do the dash move again. So you're telling me I could have done a combo after that, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, that's an install. Okay. Now we know. Apparently there was some good crossover with the Smash crowd. Also helps that it has a block button in addition to hold back to block. That's something that I'm, you know, they changed everything to simple inputs, but they didn't change hold back to block. I find that kind of interesting. What's frustrating is that this game like had a reputation for being the one that was actually quite good for beginners because you could choose whatever input method you needed. No, I think I like these dash attacks. I don't even know exactly what their properties are. Can you just not... Are you at an advantage after this move? I don't know how to set him to block. Opponent... Block. Block after initial. No. Block. Block all? He's only standing blocking. Let's get him to stand. Crouch. Wow, you get... The pushback is huge on this move. Look at this. Not as bad on this move. Still don't know what the properties are of this move though. It's obviously not an overhead.
Here begins fate's episode.
I suppose a dash overhead would be kind of mean.
Gita versus Yua.
Block button does make sense to casuals, but not like you guys say, it's not just casuals, it's people who play Smash. Or Mortal Kombat. Or basically any video game. I've said this before, but block button is the default way to block in any game, not just fighting games. I'm gonna try block button now. Nope. Still has to press down. I've had enough of this. Oops. Street Fighter 4 with a small sprinkling of anime fighters. The movement is much more constrained than anime fighters. That's true. I don't think it's fair to call it an anime fighter because I feel like anime fighter does have a lot of connotations of movement. Wait. Wait. I thought I turned technical inputs off. Wait, I've got technical... Wait a minute. I think of my settings are wrong, because look, I can do fireballs with technical motions. Wait a minute. Either I said it wrong, or there's a glitch, or... Yeah. Oh, let's just play it in the normal way then. If I find it easier that way. Feels like a baby between Soul Calibur and Street Fighter. Maybe. I can kind of see that. What? Can you not block that? I was crouch blocking. I think I can get used to this. But for sure, if I play this game, I think I need to play it on pad. Interesting that the recovery, I think recovery is automatic, because I'm not pressing anything. She's just... Well, I think I'm not pressing anything. I'm actually doing technical inputs now. Just had enough. Just had enough of simple inputs. Gave up. Well, this is going well. I'll rematch.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
You can always co-op. So I'm curious about how co-op... I've heard that the new League of Legends game has a co-op mode? Or like a team mode? Is that true? I haven't had enough time to watch the news today, so I don't actually know. I've really just gone back to using technical inputs. Yeah, that was silly. The thing about... Nah. No, it's not the same. I was gonna say that with the technical motion, you can decide what strength of button you're gonna do quite late because you're busy doing the technical motion. But that's not true, because with a simple input, you can do the motion. You just don't do the motion, so you have the same amount of time. Why does he wait at the beginning of every match? Oh no, I couldn't do... Trying to do my old combo, but I don't know how to do it in simple inputs. Oops. Let's do a dash attack. Oh, I did it wrong. I enjoy the dash attacks. They're fun. Okay, how long have you been playing, by the way? Probably need to head off eventually. Yeah, why does he do that at the beginning of every match? Is this some sort of like, I don't want to win? I don't really understand. Why would you do that? If you're really good at the game, I suppose you could taunt at the beginning of a match and be like, I'm so good, I don't even need to... Okay, hold on a second, I've got to do this really quickly. How do I turn off? Let's just go to the main menu. Let's take a quick break as well. Queue status. cancel queue. Why am I why is it reset itself? Technical inputs. Oh, because I put on restore default conditions. You know what I mean. Commands. Huh. I'm tired. How long? Okay, we've been playing for about an hour and a half. Okay. Let's take a little break. This is kind of intense. It's... Now, I'm slowly figuring out some of these things. I think there's still quite a lot I don't understand. The game... It's interesting, isn't it? Because without the technical commands, it does feel different. But the interactions themselves haven't really changed. I hate to admit it. I hate to admit it. I think it is still fun to play, but it feels more like a video game. Whereas playing a fighting game usually feels more like a martial art. You know, you can't just walk into a dojo and kick people and win fights. That's not how it works. When you walk into a dojo, it's about rules of engagement. We're gonna play by these rules. We're gonna use these moves. You don't have like a boxer walk into a taekwondo dojo and just like punch everyone in the face. Everyone will just get punched in the face because there are versions of taekwondo, like the type I did, where we don't even block our... We generally don't block our heads because no one's gonna kick... Well, if someone can kick you in the head. But no one's gonna punch you in the face because there are no punches in the style of taekwondo I used to do. So with this, it's like... It feels more like a video game. Everyone just, you know... Just normal people walking around and everyone has control of every punch and kick that they feel like doing. But when you play a fighting game, you feel more like you're walking into a dojo and you're like, we're gonna play kicks only taekwondo. That's today's game. No one's gonna run in and punch us in the face because that's not the game. And I feel with fighting games with technical inputs, that's the point. We understand that it's more complicated. In fact, that's why we've chosen this game. I do think it's great that there are fighting games with simple inputs. It's just worrying that the big ones like Street Fighter are moving towards modern controls, and as people have shown, modern controls can obviously be quite strong in the right situations. And in this game, like most people have been saying, there are pretty much no benefits. I'm sure there will be some, but there are more or less no benefits to having technical motions, other than just, you know, they're familiar. And it's a shame because we're getting rid of them to bring a large group of other people in, and that's fine, because obviously companies need money. But at what point was that the goal? Like, if the goal is to bring in a load of money, why are you making a fighting game? Do you know what I mean? Like, we make fighting games because they're passion projects. We make fighting games because we enjoy the difficulty of them. We enjoy how satisfying it is to overcome the difficulties of learning them. Unfortunately, that comes with fewer people being able to get into them. But the lesson still stands. If you want to make money and sell to a large number of people, you shouldn't have made a fighting game to start with. So that's my 2 cents on the topic. Yes, it will bring in more people. Yes, the game will be, in some ways, more video gamey and more fun. But in a way, at what point did that become the goal? That's never been the goal with fighting games. The only people who continued to make fighting games were people who really believed in them. They made fighting games out of passion, but we all know that Street Fighter wasn't making a huge amount of money at the time. Like, it was a gamble, wasn't it? Bringing back fighting games with Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5. Like, we knew that it took... What? It took a year for Street Fighter 5 to sell 2 million copies? Monster Hunter World sold 2 million copies in like 3 days, or I don't know, it wasn't 3 days, but it was like a very, very short period of time. So Capcom knew. They're like, if we want to sell a game that sells millions in a month, we'll make a Monster Hunter game. We'll make a Resident Evil game. We'll make anything else. We'll continue to make fighting games because it's our legacy. And, you know, it makes enough money that we can continue to do it. And esports could be a lucrative future. Why make a fighting game if you want to make money? Why make a fighting game if you want to bring in casuals? This is the wrong genre to do that. It's okay for something to be difficult. Tennis is difficult. No one walks into a tennis court with an electronic tennis racket, do they? That automatically hits the ball for them. Because that's not the point. Being easy was never the point of tennis. Okay. I think that's everything I have to say about it. For now. I think the time has come for a coffee video or something like that. To be honest, I already have a video on this topic. Should we just find it? NihongoGamer. I talked about technical inputs. NihongoGamer technical inputs. I'll just get the link for you. Here we go. Technical inputs. GIJQ. It tells me that this is it. This is the video where I talk about technical inputs. But I think the time has come to make a new one. For real, if they want easy money, make a mobile idle RPG game. Exactly. You'll make 10 times as much money. Trying to get into fighting games for money is, or to sell huge numbers. Like, yeah, you can do it. You could make a fighting game that sells huge numbers. Mortal Kombat sells tons. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mortal Kombat doesn't have technical motions either? Can't remember, but Mortal Kombat's like the one that sold loads of copies. It wasn't until Street Fighter 6 that we had another possible crazy hit that will sell quite a lot of games. All the other fighting games, they don't sell nearly as well. MK has traditional buttons, has funky motions. What's a funky motion? I can't even imagine. 39 Street Fighter games to get to Street Fighter 6. Is that true? I didn't know that. Warner Brothers pumps a lot of money into MK. Oh, what with the guest characters? I don't really know about that aspect of it. Funky as in downright versus QCF. Oh, so like Tekken, like Tekken. Lowering the floor without lowering the ceiling doesn't really happen. The inputs are still relevant at high play. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in how it affects high level play, but for me it's just casual to intermediate level that interests me the most. I am, obviously, to be honest, it benefits me greatly if more people get into fighting games and it's not just a niche thing. That benefits me greatly because my YouTube channel is mostly fighting games. And if it continues to be niche, then that's going to make it difficult to continue it as a channel. But as a fan of fighting games, I don't know. I would prefer if new games came out with simple inputs from the start, as opposed to games that already established themselves as technical input games. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say because GBVS is a fun game, and if more people can experience it, these interactions are fun. Running up to someone and doing these dash attacks or swiping someone with a very long range weapon. It's very much like Under Night in that way. You've just got these full screen. Not every character has full screen normals, but some of these characters have really long swords. I don't know. I think that aspect is fun. I quite like that aspect of the game. Some of them, they've got projectiles. They've got characters who set up tools. They teleport. They got really quick dash in lows, feints. The list goes on. This game's got it all. I want a lot of people to experience it, but personally, more than half the joy I got from the game, I'm not saying that the other half doesn't matter, more than half of what I enjoyed about Granblue was that it was a traditional fighter, and in fact it paid off. Not maybe a huge amount, but there were benefits to having technical motions, and even if it's just a small amount, I feel like that small amount did make a difference. It did make a difference to me. I would say Lanning? I can't read it. I would say Lanning in League of Legends has a lot of similar points to fighting games. It has... Oh, Lanning! Is that how that's written? You write it with one N. Laning. Doing a LAN? Is that what you mean? LAN party? Or laning? I have no idea what that is. He's speaking to the Luddite. I'm a League of Legends Luddite. Teach me about League of Legends. Would I enjoy it? I'll play it if you think I'd enjoy it. It has a ton to learn and you never stop, and despite that, it's a massive game. There's so many games out there. So many cool games out there. Do you know what I've been really into recently? Like, still really into? Is racing games. Racing games and puzzle games. I love fighting games, first and foremost. I love them more than racing games, and I love them more than puzzle games. But I am so addicted to Panel de Pon. League will make you lose hair. I can't afford to lose any more hair. I'm holding on tightly to whatever I've got left. The process of farming and fighting in the lane. I'd love to learn more. I think I've said it before, but I watched the documentary. They had a documentary on Netflix. I quite enjoyed it. It made me really interested in League of Legends. Not enough to actually download it, but it made me kind of interested. I watched that show, Arcane. I watched almost the whole first episode. Like, come to think of it, I've really quit on everything League of Legends related. Like, it starts off kind of like, yeah, I could get into this. Then at some point along the line, I'm like, I don't really care about these characters. They're like smarmy. They're just very typical smarmy American kids. I just feel like there's nothing. That's not fair. That's not fair. I mean, most Japanese anime, they're just... I mean, there's a lot of carbon copy... There's a lot of carbon copy characters in anime, so it's not fair to say that, like, because it's an American show, they're just really typical characters. I mean, in a way, having typical characters makes them easier to relate to. I love this art on the main screen. The illustrators for this series are off the charts. I think that's another reason why I find the graphics are really, really impressive. I think we can get rid of my legs now. Leg hongo. I think part of the reason... I don't want to say it was overwhelming, but one of the reasons why I don't find it underwhelming, going back to like a topic we were talking about like an hour ago, is that for me, that divide between 2D and 3D just continually, it never gets old for me. Knowing that 2D is like a mode that these people exist in, but also 3D is a mode they exist in, and watching, like, even just this title screen, like, I know that they are in 2D right now, but in the game they become 3D. I don't know, it's just, you're just watching things come to life over and over and over again. I guess it's like watching reruns of Toy Story. You know that they're toys, but they come to life. I don't know, it just never gets old. Good movie. It's a pretty menu, I like it. Panel de Pon. Is Panel de Pon the reason we aren't getting more Nihongo videos? It's partly the reason. It's partly the reason. So I did say that I would talk about like, the struggle I've had with making content. I do want to play a few more rounds of GB Versus before we finish today, but essentially what it comes down to is I got a new job this year, and it has been keeping me very busy. I don't want to say that they overwork me, but the way that the schedule works, a lot of the tasks come in the at the end of the day, and they kind of run on into the evening. And I don't know, it could just be that I'm new to the job and I'm trying to impress them, but I just continue to work into the night because I feel like this stuff needs to get done. So that's one part of it. And then also having a family and helping my family out and spending time with them. By the time family stuff is finished, it's already 9 o'clock. And I'm tired. I need at least 20 minutes to play Panel de Pon, which is where Panel de Pon comes in. And then after that, it's like 9:30. And I'm like, okay, what could I realistically do between 9:30 and 11:30? Because I don't want to go to sleep too late. Because the next day is already kind of a nightmare. Because again, family, you have to wake up moderately early. I say moderately early, quite early, because everyone else is awake, and they require you to be awake as well. So I'm like 9:30 to 11:30. What can I realistically achieve? And I'll like get out a controller that someone has asked me to test, and I'll play with it for like half an hour, and I'll write down my notes, and then it'll be 10 o'clock. I'm like, okay, now I need to test it out in some actual gameplay, try it out. It's like, okay, write a few more notes. I'm like, okay, now I've got to write a script. When I'm going to write the script in the script, I either have to like squeeze it in. Like every time I've tried to write a script quickly, I thought, okay, this script is only going to take me like an hour to write. It always takes like 4 to 5 hours to write a script. I cannot write a script in less than 4 to 5 hours, because once you put pen to paper, it all becomes like cement. When you just make a video off the cuff, which is how I used to make videos, you know, you just babble on for about an hour, and then there's at least 10 minutes of content there that is worth turning into a video. But when I write with pen and paper, or, you know, on a computer with a keyboard, just every word, I worry about every word. I'm like, is that really accurate? I want to say, this is the fastest controller, not counting the other controllers in its price range, blah blah blah. I just make sure that every single point is impenetrable. Like, not impenetrable, but infallible. I make sure that nothing can be proven wrong or incorrect. I'll do all my research, and I'll watch entire half-an-hour videos to make sure that I understand the difference between, you know, NTSC or scan lines, or, you know, the ratios on a Nintendo. Was it 4:3 or 8:7? I don't even know. And by the time I've done all of it, it's like the script has taken at least 5 hours, and that takes like, I have to do it over the course of 2 days because I've only got a couple hours every evening. And then just more products come in. I've got more and more controllers, and they all want this stuff to be released before Evo, or they want it to be released before Street Fighter 6 or after Street Fighter 6. And man, I just haven't handled it very well. It's not a black company. Absolutely not. No. There are companies in Japan which are known as black. They're called black companies. I think it's a terrible way to name them. I don't even know if it's an official thing, but people call their company a black company when essentially they've lost the plot. They don't really know how to succeed anymore. And they think that the only way to like bump back into a profitable state is to like overwork everyone. And that's not what's happening to me. To be honest, even if they wanted to, they can't, because of the way that my contract works. I work whenever I want to for them, basically. So they can't overwork me, but I guess maybe because they're so nice to me, it's the opposite. I kind of overwork myself because I don't want to disappoint them, because they treat me really well. It's had the opposite effect. Weird. What's going on with the chat? What are these hearts? Where are these coming from? That's cool. I've never seen that before. Is there a button that you can do that? I don't have that button. I've only got a plus button. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Whoa, I've never seen. Oh, I see the hearts again. Oh, you can do faces? I don't stream enough. Oh, you can do any emoji. Can you do my emoji? Oh, do you need to, but do you need to be members to use emoji? Okay, never mind then. So just any emotes. That's cool. Hi Nihongo and chat, I really like your videos, especially the coffee time ones. They're very relaxing. Keep up the great content. Hey, Mark Ivory, thank you very much. In my mind, I feel like the coffee videos needed to be on a separate channel. So I've got a separate channel called Thinking Blank, which is where I intended to do more of the chat stuff. And so far, I think it has been good for the channel. What's annoying is that I would put out the content that I enjoy making, and because it doesn't really gel with everyone, like on YouTube and in music and in art and in most areas of life, people like you for the one thing that they came to see. So I, review controllers and stuff. But when I made a video about coffee, like I could noticeably see, because you've got the analytics and the stats, you can see that people who normally come for other stuff, they actually leave. Like they unsubscribe and leave. I mean, you get new subscribers as well, but the problem with that is that the channel is in a constant state of gaining subscribers who like coffee, and then when a controller review comes out, the coffee people will disappear because they just wanted to hear you chat and drink coffee, and then the review fans come in, but then they leave when you make another coffee video. So going back and forth between different types of content, I feel like that's just quite bad for the channel, but I want to continue making both, and so I've got separate channels now. Are they giving you 5 different emotes that you can use on the heart button? That's cool. Are you a Project L tester? I wish. Well, I don't really wish. I mean, I'd like to play the game eventually. But like I said, I'm a little bit too busy with making videos, just life in general. I'm too busy to focus on new games. To be honest, I'm surprised that I even signed up for this. Like, I genuinely don't have time to be doing this right now. I should be making a video. Part of the reason I felt like I could justify doing this stream today is that this has actually motivated me to make more content. Something that happens with Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or any type of content creation is that once you've made one thing, you get the dopamine hit of one, having the content being seen, completing something, comments coming in, likes coming in, people talking about the video, interactions, engagement. There's so many things that motivate you to continue making content after you've made one piece. And so, in a way, I was thinking, if I do this stream, I will also have, first of all, hours of content new that I can post on the channel, which it gets published automatically after the stream finishes. And then I can use it to create some shorts. I can find interesting bits that I can turn into shorts clips. And it also just gets the ball rolling for me to actually post all the videos of these reviews of things that I keep saying that I'm reviewing, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just sitting around playing panels upon. Oh, now I know what I was going to say. There's a game on Steam called Hot Shot Racing. I highly recommend it. No one ever told me about it, and I don't know why. I said, hey guys, is there anything on Steam that's like Ridge Racer? And people are like, I don't know, I suppose you could play Sega Rally, or you could play Forza, or they just said the normal ones, right? Hot Shot Racing! This game is less than $1 on Steam right now, I think. I think it's like 50 cents. It's unbelievably cheap. And it gives me most of the satisfaction I get from Ridge Racer. Scroll up. Literally just said that. Really? What did you say? I have to scroll up pretty far. Oh my goodness, you actually just said it. That's terrifying. What? You should give Hot Shot Racing a go. Hot Shots Racing a go. What a throwback to a better time. Is this all just because we were talking? What were we talking about that made you bring that up? Is it because I said I've been playing puzzle games and racing games? That's crazy. That's crazy that that's amazing. Anyway, anyone who's never heard of it, it's annoying when people talk about games that you've never heard of, I know. But I watched it on one of those like best games to pick up during the summer sale. Turns out, even after the summer sale, it's still on sale. And everything by the company that makes it, it's called Curve Digital, I think. They got a bunch of other cool games. I bought the whole bundle, right? Because I figured, why the heck not? Like, the game was already on sale, and if you buy the bundle, you get another 50% off. So I think I got the game for like 30 cents, or 25 cents or something. Anyway, Hot Shots Racing, it gives me a lot of the buzz that I wanted from Ridge Racer. That's great. I can't believe you. That's so cool. That's so cool. Sorry, I get really hyped about the simplest things. Listen, I'm gonna play a couple more rounds of this because this is freaking fun. Streaming is fun. This game is fun. I'm not gonna play a different character because I can't handle. I'm just gonna leave it on the screen because I'm obviously not gonna practice. I've turned off technical inputs now. Oh, it's not on sale anymore. Oh, it's a shame. You guys missed it. Yeah, I think it was. It was on one of those Steam, like, what do they call it? Flash sales or something. Is this a different person? Am I always fighting the same person? I'll tell.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh no, real combos. Oh no, I don't have my technical input anymore. Oh, what was that? So, I don't know what the properties are of it. Oh no! I want to know what the story is behind this guy. Why does he see a sepia tone photo of like other characters? Are they dead? Is he dead? Who died? Whoops! Alright, time to play smart. Can I react super? No. I still can't understand how to do the L1 R1 super thing. Is there another button I'm supposed to be pressing? Oh, do I need to press U? I think maybe I have to press U. Yeah, this guy's a new character. Ouch. Anti-baird. That's fine. How do I get out of the corner? That's not the way. That was the wrong way to get out. Is the Granblue RPG releasing with Rising? I have not heard enough about the RPG. I assume that it's coming out later. Whoa, hello. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Isn't there a reversal now? Is that what guard break is? Ouch. That guy was better than the others. He has dragon blood that makes him rage. The people he sees are his fellow dragon knights. Lancelot and Percival are in this game. Makes him snap out of his rage. I think Relink is expected to drop early next year, and Rising comes out this year. Cool, I'll play it. I love the world. I think the music, the characters, the art style, everything about Granblue just blends perfectly together. It's like, I'm a fantasy game and I'm not afraid of being a fantasy game. Every other thing that's fantasy these days is like, I'm fantasy, but I'm a little embarrassed to be fantasy, so I'm gonna actually be isekai and not really fantasy. But this game's like, we're fantasy. That's what we are. We're fantasy, and that's fine. It's okay to be fantasy.
Believe in victory.
The reversal is a different input while blocking. Okay. Do you know what the input is? Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I just wanted to remember. Just wanted to remind myself what that move does. Dash attack! Oh, cool. It worked. I can see where there are benefits to having dash come out immediately as opposed to pressing forward forward. Forward forward does take time. I'm dying. Oh no. Oops. Wow, I need to stop doing that. Brave counter is R2 plus triangle and circle. R2, so block. Blocking, triangle and circle. Triangle and circle. Okay, so it is guard break. It's guard break, but you just do it while blocking. Thanks, okay. Let's try it. I've got 28%, 30%. Let's block. No. Did it wrong. Get back in your corner. Uh-oh. Can I do any kind of super combo now? Can't figure out. I only know how to do the L1 R1 thing. Any kind of super combo.
Believe in victory.
Teach me.
Battle 1. Engage.
I forgot I've got a fireball. Ouch. Is that invincible? I heard him say break. Oh, he's saying great. Ouch. Oh, Brave Counter is used to counter guard break. Oh. Isn't there something that's just a normal reversal? Invincible. That wasn't it. That was harder. I want to do one more. One more. Having so much fun. What would be a shame would be if the change to simple inputs has put the original fans off. And I think that would be fair. If the original fans are upset enough about that they don't get into the game, that could be a problem.
Here begins Fate's episode.
Because I don't think this switch to simple inputs only, I don't think it's going to have much of an effect on like casual players who tried it and felt like it was too difficult. I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, sweet, now I have a fighting chance because everyone has to use simple inputs. I mean, the truth is, if everyone is using simple inputs, then the pros are going to be even more pro. They're going to react to things like even faster. Right? Whoops. Okay. No, I can't figure out how to do the combo. Punch and then fireball. I can do it. I believe you will have to buy it separately, yeah. But like some people in the chat did mention, they think that there's like a discount for people who own the original game. What? Why did I miss that? I just like hitting Fairy with this DP. I can't figure out how to do the SSBA. At this point, I doubt there will be a significant discount, considering how cheap the original game is on sale. I don't think they really are worried about the exact price. I think that what's more important is getting people into the game. Like Granblue, like the mobile game. It's probably more important to focus on just making fans. Why does that miss? Why? I swear that used to work in the original game. Why doesn't my thing in the old game work anymore? I tried to do my invincible DP and it didn't work. I thought you just hold down the H button while pressing special, but I guess not. Have you tried the game on arcade stick or leverless? Well, run bar, if you had shown up on time, you'd know. Since we're playing this game of trip each other up. Ouch! Ouch! Wow, 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 wow. More DLC is very, very likely. Not just DLC though. I think making Granblue fans is the most important goal for this company. Because once you become a fan of Granblue, we're not talking about like making $5 on a character DLC here and there. We're talking about a single person spending $3,000 in a month on, you know, gacha in the mobile game. It's real. And these people love doing it. I think maybe just because of the generation I grew up in, I'm unlikely to ever get into that sort of thing. I've tried. Oh, not again. Oh. But other people, and also, like, don't forget, if you become a Granblue fan and you buy like one keychain at a store, you've already spent more money than the average fighting gamer on DLC. Oh wow, I forgot she had that. I forgot, you have to press forward to do the dash attack. Up dog. You can't do it anymore. That's weird. Okay, how do I do the SSBA? Tell me. Remind me. Pretty sure it's just L1 and L1, right? Or is it you in L1, L1? Wow! Didn't know I had that move. That's a shame. It would be cool if the original game was available in the US. You're talking about Granblue. It is available. It's in English. It's just not on phones. But the game is available in English on the website. Alright. Can't play anymore. Enjoyable as that is. I think one thing I've always liked about Granblue is that it's been a good excuse for me, in my opinion, to play on pad. I remember even in 2020 when the game came out, the original Granblue Versus, I really wanted to play exclusively on pad, but you still needed to play. I think it still made sense to play that game with technical motions when you could. Oh, L1, R1, X! That's like the only button I wasn't pressing. Wait. No, that's what I was pressing. X. Cross. I don't know, it didn't work for me. I need training mode. I can't play fighting games. I can't play these betas where you just go straight online and just get killed. I need a training mode. Yeah, I should have just read the website. But even so, it's still kind of difficult to get the stuff. I don't know, practice the timing. It's also hard for a fighting game to survive competitively in the current ecosystem without going full on live service. Needs that longevity, so DLCs are guaranteed. But like I've said, it's really not about the DLC. I don't even think it's really about selling this game. I don't think it really matters. It's like, I don't know if you guys realize how much money Cygames has. I don't think having a successful fighting game is going to really affect their bank balance at all. They could sell 300,000 copies on day one, and I reckon it would not really make a dent. Not dent, I don't think that's the right word. I don't think it would really... I don't even know if they would notice. They'd be like, oh, we can all have free lunch today. That's nice. No, I think they make... I don't have figures. I don't know exactly what the figures are, but this is a company that makes big bucks, being one of the most successful mobile games of all time. They do exist in the West with an English version as well. The main website has comics. You know, they got fans. They got the cosplayers. They show up at events. They do collabs with everyone. The money is just rolling around all over the place for this company. I don't know if you guys realize, but this game doesn't have to succeed. It's all about... It's like being Disney. They don't have to make good shows. They can just pump out anything with characters that you know. It's all about just making sure that it stays in people's minds. It's out there. This stuff exists, but Cygames is going to make plenty of money whether or not you buy their fighting game. Which makes me wonder why they pushed so hard for simple inputs. But actually, I don't think they're pushing for simple inputs in order to sell more copies of this game. I think the point of simple inputs is to just reach as large an audience as possible to create as many Granblue fans as possible. Isn't Uma Musume game one of Cygames' biggest moneymakers? I'm absolutely certain that it is. Does it make more than Granblue though? I don't know. I'll have to look up the stats. Uma Musume. I love that game. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm like, yo! I leveled up my horse girl and she was running really fast now. The Disney comment is sad but true. There's a lot of stuff out there which is all about... You know, a lot of us still think about the products because in the old days, that's how you made money. You made good products and you sold good products, but especially with the anime world, making a good anime Like, you're not gonna sell DVDs. People are not gonna pay you to, you know, go on. People aren't going on subscription services en masse and paying loads and getting loads of royalties to the anime companies. Like, the anime is the biggest money drain of the whole project when it comes to anime. I think the only place that they can make money is from the merchandise. Games, collaborations, comics, spin-offs, cafes. I don't know. I look at Granblue and I don't see... This is not like the other companies that are trying to make successful fighting games. Like, this is... It so happens that it's a bloody fun game to play. I don't know about Rising. Like, I have to spend more time with it. But GB Versus was an incredibly fun game to play, made by arguably one of the best developers out there. Arxis, the team that makes Strive, the team that makes Xrd, they're the people responsible for making this game. It's unbelievably good fun, but that's all like a bonus. It's all just a bonus because, as far as I can tell, Cygames just wants to have they just wanted to have a game with their name on it, which they could put into esports things. It's just a bonus that it happens to be a really fun game and that fighting game players really liked it. Will they like Rising now that it's mostly all about simple inputs? I think it comes down to the money, really. I think it's not that fighting games are only about the money, but with the number of fighting games out there, like, you need a reason for people to play your game. And if Cygames wants to make money and exist in the esports space and be famous for offering big bucks for their tournament series and stuff, then they're gonna need... They needed the game to be good. For that reason, I guess. But not because they need to make money off sales of this game. So, sorry, I only mention it because people keep saying, oh, there's definitely going to be DLC for this game. It's like, yeah, but honestly, they could make the DLC free and it would be fine for them. Because selling DLC for this game is not going to make any difference to Cygames. They're not even going to notice. If every single person who bought this game also bought all the DLC, I don't think Cygames would even notice. Horse Girl cute. Horse Girl run fast. Neuron activates. My single brain cell activates. Fate has a lot of animes, but it all being funded by Fate Grand Order. Is that the mobile game? I played the beginning of the mobile game. I didn't really understand what was going on. I played Fate Grand Order just because I enjoyed the anime. They had that movie with MASH in it. I was like, okay, no, I could get into this. It's like Fate, but with different characters. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I just don't get into mobile games. But it comes back down to the gameplay. I'm into fighting games for the difficulty, for the satisfaction of overcoming that difficulty. I'm not in it just for the mind games and the... I don't... Like, yeah, the mind games are obviously the most important part of the competitive aspect. Technical difficulty is one of the aspects of the competitive part of fighting games, but I don't know. I don't play fighting games just for that. Like, I play it because I love arcade sticks, and manipulating a tool in a specific way that requires a certain amount of dexterity and practice, that's just so satisfying that to this day I'm still playing fighting games, and I have a channel all about it. So it helps that I like Granblue. I like this franchise, and I think the gameplay in this game is fun. I think even without technical inputs, I will continue to play Rising. We'll see when the original final game comes out. I believe that I would continue to play this game, but I've only played the game for 2 hours. I have no idea. I might not continue. It might be that the loss of technical inputs just destroyed it for me. We shall see. And as a channel focused mostly on fighting games, I don't know. You know what? The real shock for me in today's stream was how much I did not enjoy using a leverless controller for this game. This is not the controller for a simple inputs game. The benefits of this come from games that require technical accuracy and dexterity. What's up, Alex? You like the game? Best game? What are we talking about? Best game? Like best fighting game of all time? I like the game. And all the things I've just said. But I think the focus on simple inputs does put a damper on it for me. Not enough that I will stop playing it, but it's not the game that I fell in love with, for sure. I'm in your region. Cool. Are you in Japan? Do you live in Japan now, Alex? Or are you just, like, visiting? Seems like a weird time to visit Japan. Isn't America the better place to be right now, since EVO is about to happen? If only they put both inputs in, like Street Fighter 6. Yeah, that was one of the strengths of Granblue. One of the coolest things about Granblue was that they ran both systems at the same time. They did it before Street Fighter 6. But I'll keep going back to the same point. The goal is to create as many fans of Granblue as possible. And technical inputs get in the way. Fighting gamers love it, but there's just not that many of us. Like hardcore fighting gamers. People who just like games. They want to play on this. They want to block with a button. They want to jump with a button. To be honest, I'm surprised that jump isn't a button in the new version of Granblue. I'm surprised that the controls aren't just basically smash controls. That's how this game would be the most successful. But this game is not about making fighting game fans. This game is about making Granblue fans. You're in Osaka. Sick. Awesome. Let me know if you ever come over to Tokyo. Hopefully I will be getting the most from my Snackbox Mini when Tekken 8 hits. Yeah, I think for Street Fighter, I mean, I have no idea where modern controls are going, or if they're going to continue to rebalance the game so that modern controls are more important. Thing about Street Fighter 6 that I've discovered over the past couple of months is that you need a lot of buttons. You need as many buttons as possible. You don't really need a lever, and if you're playing on modern controls, you don't even really need accurate directional controls, really. You can just play on a pad. I think, frustratingly, that because of the importance of drive impact and drive rush, it's just it's just easier to have all the buttons at your fingertips, and you just don't with an arcade stick or a leverless controller. With this, you're like stretching your fingers over. I mean, you can just see right now, when I've got my fingers laid out like this, I've got 4 fingers on 4 buttons, but I need buttons on 8 buttons. When you're holding a pad, you've got 4 fingers on these buttons, 2 of them are shortcuts, and you've got your thumb, which is capable of pressing as many as 4 buttons at the same time. You've got your fingers ready to press pretty much anything. Plus, if you've got if you've got a pad like this, you got another 4 buttons on the back. It's just buttons aplenty. It's all about buttons, and what's weird is that the all-button controller, in its current default state, it's not actually the controller that has the most buttons. The controllers that have the most buttons are these. I'd love to chat longer, but it's time for me to go. I wonder if Project L would get on with gel with leverless. Hard to say. I mean, Project L is another game where you're gonna need buttons required for tagging in and out. You're gonna need buttons. I mean, you only really need single directions for the simple inputs. But I think if it's gonna be anything like, I don't know, Dragon Ball or Marvel, it's gonna be a busy game, and I don't know. I think it's really weird. I think a year ago, if you had asked me, I would have said leverless is the controller of the future. But now that Street Fighter 6 is out, now that simple inputs are the main thing in GB Versus, I'm very tempted to say that this or this pad controllers. It's difficult to think of a system which is more optimal than this, because what this really is every appendage on your hand is now assigned to a button, and that's not the case with an arcade stick. And even with a leverless controller, if you're not using WASD controls, I don't know, having your right thumb being taken up for the jump button, I think it might even be better. I hate that I'm saying this. I think it might be more optimal if you use a leverless controller. I think the future of this might actually be to jump with your left thumb. I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel like I've just like, this is like a cardinal sin or something that I'm saying. It's like a weird like, the thing that should not be. I hate to say it, but it's like, I think maybe that might be the future of leverless controllers in order to maximize on inputs that your hands can do. Listen, this has all been good fun, and I would love to stream for the next 3 hours, or at least for another hour and a half, since the beta does go on for another hour and a half, I think. But that is all for today. Thanks everyone for joining me for the stream. I know that the last stream I did was like 2 months ago, and I always promise that the next stream won't be that long away, but then I'm always wrong, and it always does take a really long time, so I'm not going to promise anything. I do have a lot of videos I'm supposed to be making. The truth is, if I actually stick to the schedule that I was supposed to go with, I would actually have to release 1.5 videos every day for like the next 2 weeks. But it's not going to happen. I can't make 1.5 videos. I can't release 1.5 videos on average every day for 2 weeks. It's impossible. And to be honest, I've just kind of accepted that it can't happen. I really punish myself for like not publishing as many things as possible, but it's like, the real issue is that I'm not realistic. I get it into my head that I could do this and I can do that, and I could publish 6 videos in the next week. It's totally possible. And then it gets to it, I make 1 video the whole week. And I shouldn't be looking at that as like a disappointment. I should be looking at that as an achievement. I made a video this week. It's hard though. It's hard then when you set up these impossible tasks for yourself. And that's something I need to stop doing because it's not healthy. So yeah, the grind never stops. It's true. But it should. I think the grind should stop. I think the grind should be more realistic. And I think we should all remember that a lot of the pressure we feel is just a voice that we invented in our own head. It certainly is in my head, at least. See you at some point indeed. Hopefully in a video that I will release not a week from now. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you all in the next NihongoGamer video and or stream. Cheers.